Give it energy, because who knows, that first one might be right. Stay real still. Thank you, sir. Okay. All right, picture's rolling, sound's rolling, stand by. Bring that paper in. All right, this is take 2. Here we go. 3, 2.
If you've been the victim of medical malpractice, you're looking at your doctor's worst nightmare. Unnecessary stents, unnecessary defibrillators, diagnosing cancer that's not there. I'm Barry Glazer. I'm an attorney. I've been an attorney since 1968. I came from nothing. I'm rich now. Money is secondary to me. I'm based out of Federal Hill, South Baltimore. I've lived in Baltimore my whole life. I'm in it for vengeance. TV advertising has drawn a substantial amount of my business. The ads are a little different.
Damn geckos!
They're kind of unique.
Be peed on lately?
I get a lot of response on the street.
Don't urinate on my leg and tell me it's raining.
I write them all myself.
Insurance companies, we're going to court.
Some people might expect me to be aggressive all the time, and I'm not.
Nobody is more greedy than insurance companies.
It's only when something occurs that might set me off.
He was always for the little guy. He always was. My name is Earl Ingram. I've known Barry since we were 14, 15 years old. And like I said, even back in the day, he would help us out.
When I first started practicing law, and throughout the years, primarily my clientele were blue-collar, low-income, which is where I came from and which is who I identify with.
We all grew up in a neighborhood where it was mostly working-class families.
It was a rough neighborhood.
All the parents wanted their sons and daughters to move on, and want a better life for them. And not all of us could get to college.
And I was also in a gang. The weird thing was it was sort of a gang. It wasn't a formal gang like they have now.
People had their own turf and bikers and this, that, and the other.
It was like a group of rougher guys.
But Barry was able to go through law school.
So I hung around with that group when I would come home, and then when I would go to school, I was in a fraternity, and it was a whole nother world.
He kind of knew he had a better advantage than maybe some of the rest of us. That being said, he would always try and do a good thing or do the right thing by us.
I always identified with the underdog or the person that was being pushed around. My instincts were to just get involved.
He was willing to do anything in those years. And once he got hurt like that...
I was in a serious car accident when I was 19. I just started law school.
It set him back, and it bothered Barry.
I was out for 2.5 months in a hospital with my leg up in the air and a pin through it.
He felt he wasn't able to do what he wanted to do later on.
I resented the fact that the insurance company gave me such a bad time about that.
So what he did, he made up for it by doing even crazier things.
I don't know if all areas have the characters that Baltimore has, but we have some very unusual characters in Baltimore. Characters that became very good friends with me, and no doubt they influenced me.
That was Barry. I mean, he just did things that were different.
I had my first child when I was 64, and that was
Schunbeck, you have a gift. You must use your gift to benefit the disadvantaged. It is your roots. It's in your DNA.
And then I had another child 3 years later. It's Braxton. He's going to be 4 soon. And he's also brilliant and beautiful. And I'm sorry I didn't have kids earlier.
As we've aged, our group and whatnot, Barry has taken on various causes.
I'm crazy about dogs, and I hate the fact that they put them down.
And I know one is animals.
I have a kennel at the Downtown Dog Resort and Spots about a mile from here.
Whether you are gone for the week or just for the day, treat your best friend to the best stay ever.
I mean, if you go through all the commercials that I've ran, you'd get a really good insight as to what I'm about how I am and how I react.
Just generally being taken advantage of. Barry didn't like it.
And that's probably the primary drive. I don't want to sit here and tell you what a phenomenal lawyer I am and how people tell other people what a great lawyer I am and they come to me. I don't want to tell you that, but that does happen occasionally.